of the formulations which we in textbooks we can find many other formulations, but what we practice and how we have got the results is by Yogaraja Gugulo or Yogaraja Gugulo along with Dashamularishta is enough. If you feel that person is having, I mean, he is very weak and all, you can also go for Ashwagandha. And if you feel sometimes the joint is too weak and you are feeling so much crepitus and all, then you can go for Lakshadi Gugulu because it helps in rejoining the structures. Okay, all these are the formulations which we practice and we have a very good results. And I think students can also follow all these things. Okay. And one of the most beautiful treatment which Ayurveda has explained or which we are practicing every day, it is the Janu Basti. Janu Basti using Dhanvantra Taila or Mahanarayana Taila, Narayana Taila, Kshira Bala Taila, etc. You can use. This is the one of the wonderful treatment. Either you can do it for 7 days or for 15 days. It gives you a very beautiful results. Okay. So next slide. Okay. Is it visible? Amavata slide. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Then coming to Amavata, this also we see in our clinics. Majorly, the Sandhigata Vata is the one which we see, but even Amavata is seen. So coming to Amavata, it is the two words here. One is Ama, along with one is Vata dosha. Along with the Ama, the Vata dosha is involved in causing a disease. We know the Nidanas. As we know, only Madhav Nidana has explained this as separate entity because in Brihatrayi we find only the word Amavata, but as a disease entity it does not explain, which we have to consider under the Vatarakta and Vatavyadi only. Okay. Here coming to Madhav Nidana explanation, he tells that when we have a Viruddha Ahara Cheshta, Mandagni and lazy. See, there is two contradictory words here. One is Nischala and one is Vyayama. So how it is means when we are lazy, that is Nischala means there is the lazy activities. Then in Mandagni also the person is taking the contradictory food, then there will be ama formation. Even when he eats very nicely and suddenly without taking any rest or without being quiet for some time, if he does ama also, there will be Vyayam also, there will be increase of Vata dosha. Both together can cause Amavata, and we will be having some of the which is explained here, the lakshanas which is explained here. So beautifully our acharyas have explained. The same thing is seen in the modern aspect also. Okay. I think someone didn't mute your audio. Please mute your audio. I can hear a small baby crying.
Dr.
Okay.
Geeta Harlapur, madam, just mute your audio, madam.
Okay.
Dr. Geeta Harlapur, madam, just mute your audio, madam.
Ma'am muted, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
You can continue, madam.
Then we can see there will be Angamarda, Aruchi, Krishna, Halasya, Gaurava, Jwara. These are the constitutional symptoms which the patient feels that. Even he won't be knowing that he will be more worried about the Angamarda, the body aches and tastelessness in the mouth, all those things, and even he will be more worried about the Jwara. These are the constitutional symptoms which will be alarming sign for the doctor to think that it is beyond something. Then when you see there will be Shunata in the Anga. Shunata in the Anga means there will be Shota in the Anga or in the joints. Then the person will be, the doctor should know that it is not only all these constitutional symptoms, even with the constitutional symptoms, you have a joint symptom, that is the shota in the joints. This is the Samanya Vata, Amavata Lakshana. Then it becomes Pravriddha. When it is Navina, we can see all these things. When it becomes Pravriddha Amavata, then you can see that there will be Vrischika Damshavat Vedana. Vrischika Damshavat Vedana means scorpion sting bite kind. The pain will be there. The severe pain patients will be seeing. You can see patients will be always crying because of the pain. So much irritating pain it will be in case of Amavata. So whatever the Chikitsa Sutra which is mentioned, we have Chikitsa Sutra from two authors, but the first two lines of two authors is same. Only the last line here in Chakradatta and last two lines of Yogaratnakara is different. Anyways, whatever they have told, it is about the Langana. Langana means you have to consider either Upavasa if it is having the GIT Amalakshana. GIT Amalakshana in the sense, if the ama is present in the koshta or mahakoshta, then you can advise them for upavasa according to the patient's roga, roga and rogi bala, considering that upavasa can be given. Upavasa here means always in vata, janya, any vikaras, please note that it is not nirahara or nirjala upavasa. It is always lagu bhojana yukta, deepana pachana yukta, Lagu Bhojana Upavasa can be given. Okay. And Svedana, this we will consider in the next slides. What type of Svedana we have to give initially, what types of Svedana can be given in the Pravriddha Amavata Lakshana or Jirna Avastha of Ama. The Tikta Deepanani Katunicha, all Deepana Pachana Dravyas, and which is Katu in nature, Katu Rasa Yukta Deepana Pachana like Chitraka and all can be given. Virechanam Snehapanam. So many of the students will ask that how in Amavata the Snehana is contraindicated. Then why in Chikitsa Sutra they have told that Virechana as well as Snehapana can be given. See, it is not in the early Navina Avastha of Amavata. When it becomes Jirna or Pravriddha Avastha of Amavata, then Snehapana. That too they have specified that Snehapana with a specific 2 or 3 tailas only. It is mentioned. Okay, that we will see in further slides. Virechana, Snehapana and Basti. Basti also can be mentioned. So here in the next slide, next line, he is telling that Saindava Anuvasana. So Saindava Lavana Yukta Taila Anuvasana can be given. Along with that, Kshara Basti is indicated. So Basti, whatever we are giving, it is Kshara Basti Prashasyate. It is a very nice treatment in Amavata. So same thing, Langana Svedana, same shloka. Along with these two lines is explained by Yogaratnakara. He tells that Svedanam of first line, he tells Rukshaha Svedo. Ruksha Sveda. What is the Ruksha Sveda, which we know that we will be discussing in further slides? Ruksha Svedo Vidartavyo. They have given example. Valuka Potalaihi Tata. That means the Valuka which we used to play, right? When we were small kids, we used to always play in the mud. We never did know that it is also a medicine which we practice. This is the beauty of our Ayurveda. We can use even mud as therapy. Okay. So Valuka Potalaihi Tata. Upanahascha kartavya tepi sneha vivarchitaha. Means in Upanaha, when we prepare the paste of Upanaha, we add sneha dravya for that. But here, when we are doing Upanaha, that will be sneha vivarjita, where you should not add any oil and you have to make a paste of it. Okay. So this is what I told. When we were kids, we were playing in the mud, and this mud is used as pottery. And even Saindava Lavana can be used as pottery, and it is given as Sveda to the patients. Ruksha Sveda should be given, and it can be given all over the body also, or the affected joints can also be given. Okay. Coming to the very important basti, which we have seen, I mean, Kshara basti can be given. Along with that, there is a basti explained is Vaitarana basti. Vaitarana basti, one of my teacher used to tell that Vaitarana means it is a nadi name, Vaitarani Nadi, which is dividing the Swarga and Naraka. So Amavata is having such a severe pain, it is like just like a Naraka, which will be cured by the Vaitarana basti. That is why the word Vaitarana also have come for this basti. So how it is, because when we are doing the basti preparation, usually Saindava Lavana is added, Sneha is added, then Kalka is added, Prakshepaka Dravya is added, all these things. But here when we are doing with Saindava Vaitarana basti, Saindava Lavana should be added. Then along with that Sneha, usually Tila Taila can be added. Then you have to add Guda in that. Guda, then you have to mix properly all these things. First Saindava Lavana should be mixed with the Sneha, then add Guda and mixed with Sneha. Then finally Chincha Swarasa can be added. Then finally Gomutra can be added. This is the Tikshna Dravya Gomutra. That is why this Tikshna Basti will be helping in removing the ama in the body. Okay. Some of the formulations which we have, all these things for the Amavata, and what we practice, usually we practice this Trikatu Churna usually for first 3 days or 4 days. Before starting Vaitarana Basti also, we will give orally some Chitrakadivati or Agnitundivati, which helps us remove the ama in the body. Some of the yogas which is mentioned in the textbook is Panchakola Churna, Ajamodadi Churna, Trikatu Churna, and Shunti Jiraka Kvata. But usually we practitioners, we will be using usually the Chitrakadivati and Agnitundivati. That is also there in the yoga slides next. So Snehana, what type of Snehana can be given? Snehana in the later stages. See, this point we should not never forget. When the amata is reduced in the body, then only Snehana can be done. And that too, the Saindavadi Taila or Bruhat Saindavadi Taila and Prasarini Taila, this can be given. And for Snehapana, there is a special reference of Eranda Taila. This tells that Amavata Gajendrasya Echa Vanacharinaha. So Amavata is considered as the strongest animal and elephant. But when elephant and this Kesari is lion, when these two have a fight, finally if the elephant looks like it is a big animal and it is very strong, then also this lion will attack on elephant, and finally this lion will win the fight. In the same time, in the same type, Eranda Taila is considered as the Kesari and Amata is considered for the elephant thing. This is a beautiful explanation which we have, by which is very easy for the students or practitioners to remember. That is why always remember Eranda Taila in case of Amavata. Okay. Some of the other formulations, Amavatari Rasa, which is very much used in practice, Samira Pannagarasa, sorry, Vata Gajam Kusharasa, Mahavata Vidvamsarasa, as I told, Agnitundivati, Chitrakadivati, Simhanada Gugulu. Usually in a prescription, which in a clinics, we will be having one Agnitundivati or Chitrakadivati, Simhanada Gugulu, and Mahayogaraja Gugulu or Amavatari Rasa Simhanada Gugulu. This will be the combination of the prescription. So other medications like Trayodashanga Gugulu also, some of the practitioners will practice. So when we come to Kashaya, Maharasnadi Kashaya, Dashamula, Rasna Saptaka, Rasna Panchaka, even Balarishta, Dashamularishta, Ashwagandharishta can be given. For Lepa, you can also give for Dashanga Lepa or Haridra Lepa or Nirgundi Patra Lepa also can be practiced. See, whatever the medications which is given here, we can practice in a small setup clinic also. No need to have a very big hospital, IP, everything. If we have a small setup of our clinic also, you can practice this Lepa, Tanubasti, all those things can be practiced. But here, we cannot give Sneha in Amavata. when we are giving, when the ama is not there, Shunti Grita can be given, Guruchi Grita can be given. So Rasayana, Naimitika Rasayana, Amrita Palataka in the later stages, Ashwagandha can also be given. So coming to the modern aspect of rheumatoid arthritis, what they have told, when the condition is having swelling, pain, fever, stiffness, and loss of function of the affected joints, this is also there. When the patient is having such a severe deformity with the joints, even the patient is not able to lift their plate to eat. They cannot drink water by keeping a tumbler in their hand. All those things we have seen also in our, I mean, when we were studying in Udupi, we have seen many conditions like this. So this is the condition we can correlate with the Amavata. This is the chronic systemic inflammatory polyarthritis, and prevalence is just 0.5% to 0.755%. So what are the who is more affected? Women are more affected, and mostly develops in third to fifth decade of age. This crippling disease makes the patient unable to attend even his routine activities. This is what I told, and it will be very disheartening to see such patients because they will be having such a severe pain. By seeing them only, you can feel that pain. It is so crippling disease. Okay. So some of the clinical features we can see: pain in the joints, morning stiffness is more than an hour because Surya Meghodaye Nishi. That means in the Surya Udaya, Megha Udaya, Nishi Udaya, there will be pain severe in case of the Amavata because Samavata Lakshanas, Surya Meghodaye Nishi. The pain will be more in Surya Udaya, early morning, Megha Udaya when it is cloudy days, and Nisha Udaya even in the first part of the night also the person will be having severe pain. These questions also you should ask when you are writing for a aggravating factor and relieving factor for the case sheet. And you will also see there will be swelling over the joint. Symmetrical joint involvement is also seen. There will be low grade fever and lymph node enlargement is also seen. Low grade evening fever is more seen in RA, and you can see deformities of RA in the late stages. You can see this is the Bottineau deformity of thumb. This is ulnar deviation because this is the ulna part, this is the radius part. When we have thumb, here we do pulse examination. No, this is the ulnar part of the hand. So this deviation is towards the ulnar part, and there will be swan neck deformity. You can just see this is looks like a swan neck. I have a flexion of the distal metacarpophalangeal joint, and there will be extension, hyperextension of the middle interphalangeal joint. This is how the Bottineau deformity is seen. So by this deformities, along with the clinical examination and the history, proper history taking only, we can do the diagnosis of this condition. But some of the investigations which give you confidence or which is helpful for diagnosis, it is like when we do CBC, you can see decreased HP, increased ESR, and positive RA factor. Rheumatoid RA factor is positive, but you can see some 10% or 15% of the cases where this positive of RA factor is not seen. There will be negative RA factor. Then also the patient will be having RA, I mean rheumatoid arthritis. You can also see positive CRP level. So you can, when there is negative RA factor, you can write seronegative rheumatoid arthritis. It is not necessary in all the 100% cases you have positive RA factor. In some 10 cases you have negative RA factor also. If you take a radiological finding, you can see the deformities, swan neck deformity, Bottineau deformity, and you can also see there will be dislodgement of the joints. Okay, these are the things which we find when we take out the x-ray or if the patient is having his previous x-rays. So coming to the treatment in the allopathy science, it is analgesics, NSAIDs, penicillin, chloroquine, corticosteroids. It is intra-articular corticosteroids also can be, it is given. So local treatment when we have a dislocation of the joints and all, some of the treatment like splinting is done. This is the support which is given for the joint. Physiotherapy and occupational therapy is the some of the other areas which they have. Okay, coming to the final discussion of today's topic is Vata Rakta. Vata Rakta. This is my thesis topic also, but I have taken the Kapha Meda Avrita Vata Rakta. That also I have put in slide for one. I mean, I'll speak it for 1 minute. So how there will be Rakta Dushana because of the Nidana, which causes Dushana of Rakta as well as Vata. There will be Kritsnam Dushayet Raktam. That means there will be sudden increase in the sudden Dushana of the Rakta, and it is called as that will be blocking the pathway of Vata, in turn causing Vata Vriddhi. Along with the Rakta Vriddhi, there will be formation of the Vata Rakta. It is also correlated with the Akor Visha, how it spreads in the same way even Vata Rakta is spreading, and it is usually seen in the joints. Kudda Vata, that is what here it is told. Kudda Vata means it is seen in the smaller joints, even it is there, it will be there in the Pada and Hastayorapi. So in Pada, usually we see it more in the Pada, but even in it can occur in Hasta also. This is also having other names like Vata Balasa, Adya Vata. Adya Vata is the name which is given to Vata Rakta also. It is also given to the Urustamba also. Okay, coming to the Chikitsa, we have to give Virechana by Ashray Bhava of Rakta and Pitta. That is why Virechana is the main line of treatment. Sneha Itva Adav Sneha Yuktaihi Virechana. So here we have to give first Snehana has to be done, and Sneha Virechana and Mrudu Virechana should be given. Ruksha Irva Mrudubihi. Either it should be Sneha Yukta. When you consider some of the ama or some stiffness is there, then Ruksha Virechana can be given, but it should be Mrudu. Always remember that it should be Mrudu Virechana only. Then Asakrit Basti Karmacha, some of the authors tells that Nahi Basti Samam Kinchit Vatarakte Prashasyate. Basti Karma is also one of the main line of treatment which we have to follow in Vatarakta. What is the Basti? Which Basti has to be given? What are the things which we further discuss? Seka can be done. Abhyanga, Pradeha, Anna Sneha, I mean Sneha Yukta, Abhyanga, Sneha Yukta, Pradeha and Anna Sneha. Avidahinaha. This is a very important word in this shloka. Avidahina means because already Rakta is involved, even the Pitta will be, Ashraya Shri Baba will be involved. That is why always it should not be, always it should be Avidahinaha. Okay, it should not cause any Vidaha. So when Charaka explains the treatment, when he explains the Chikitsa Sutra, before that he tells that you have to go for the Rakta Mokshana in case of Vata Rakta according to the Bala of Roga and Rogi and Dosha predominance. And this is what I told, Nahi Basti Samam Kinchit Vata Rakte Prashasyate. That means in Vata Rakta, Basti is considered as a very nice treatment and some which is unbeatable treatment, what is told in Yoga Ratnakara. So according to Bala of Roga and Rogi, Dosha predominance, Shrunga in Vata, Alabu in Kapha. So Suchi, Prachanna or Siravyada. Siravyada is considered only when you think that Vata Rakta is spread all over the body. It is there in all over the body, then only go for Siravyada. Prachanna can be done in a localized form, and Suchi, Alabu can also be given. Okay. So this next coming to the concept of Kapha Medo Avrita Vata Rakta. That means when we consider peripheral arterial disease, which we consider, which we correlate for the Kapha Medo Avrita Vata Rakta. When there is Kapha and Medas Avrita in the channels of Rakta, which blocks the Rakta and increases Vata in turn, That is why the main treatment here, first you have to remove kapha and medas, then you have to go for Vatarakta Chikitsa. So types of Vatarakta, as we all know, we have Uddana Vatarakta, where Tvak Mamsa Antarashrayam, and Gambira Vatarakta to Antarashrayam. That means till the Tvak Rakta and Mamsa, it is considered as Uddana Vatarakta. And below the, the deeper dhatus, it is called considered as Gambira Vatarakta. In Uddana Vatarakta, you have to give Lepa, Abhyanga, Parisheka, and Avagahana, which is told. So Lepa you can give with Krishna Tila or Madhu Chishta, Dashanga Lepa, Tagaradi Lepa, Prapoundarikadi Lepa, and Shatadauta Grita can be given. So when I had a patient where I had given them Dashanga Lepa. With Dashanga Lepa, Kaishora Gugulu and Mahamishta Dikata and Pinda Taila for external application after the Lepa form has given a very nice, very good result. So you can also follow when you are practicing if you find a patient with the Vatarakta. And Seka Avagahana, either you have to prepare a Kashaya with Nimba Patra or Guduchi Patra, then you have to do Seka, or you can dip the limb or whichever the part affected, that is called as Avagahana. And Upanaha, it is by Vatagna Snigdha or Tilapinda Upanaha can be given. So coming to Gambira Vatarakta, in Gambira Vatarakta, we have to go for Virechana. Always I told either it will be Snigdha Virechana or Ruksha Virechana, but it should be Mrudu Virechana. So that is why Mrudu Virechana with the Eranda Taila or Kshira can be given. And usually in our practice, we give Mahamanjishtadi Taila Mrudu Virechana, that also works, or Mahamanjishtadi Kashaya, that also works for Vatarakta patients. Astapana, it is Kshira Basti should be given with the Grita because it should not cause any Vidaha. And Snehapana, either Grita, Taila or Vasamajja can be given. Usually we will be giving Gritapana. Sometimes Tailapana can also be given. Okay, some of the yogas in this, mainly I tell you, whatever the practice we have is Kaishara Gugulu, Arogyavardhini Vati, Dashamula Kvata. Sometimes if the patient is having Arangabardha and all, Amritarishta also works very nicely. And some others are like whichever is explained in your textbooks that I have given here. But mainly to remember Mahamanjishtadi Kashaya or Manjishtadi Kashaya, Arogyavardhini Vati, Kaishara Gugulu. These are the very nice treatment formulations which gives you a good results. Whatever we practice, I'm telling you all. And even Sarivadhyasava can be given when the patient is having Daha condition and he will feel some burning sensation is there. Sarivadhyasava will give you a very good result in all those things. Some of the Grita preparations which is given, Guduchi Grita, Shatavari, Jivaniya, Pinda Taila, Sukumara Taila and Amritadya Taila. This Pinda Taila is having an excellent, because it is having only 4 ingredients. If you can prepare by yourself, or if you have some pharmacy nearby known, you can purchase from that. Pinda Taila is also having a very, very good results. Coming to gouty arthritis, which we consider for the Vatarakta. This is also known as podagra, and it is the inflammatory arthritis and hereditary metabolic arthritis. So what happens? It is an acute attack of arthritis. Okay, here it will be having acute recurrent attacks. So the patient will be having red, tender, hot and swollen joint. This tells that the textbook explains that how much tender the joint will be, in the sense patient even cannot put blanket on his leg. It will be so much tender, so much hot, red, pain will be so severe. So, and it usually pain starts rapidly and it reaches its maximal intensity within 12 hours, and usually base of the big toe will be affected. First, metatarsophalangeal joints will be involved in 75% of the case. That means that in other cases also, the other joints also will be involved, but maximum it is the first metatarsophalangeal joints. So occasionally ankle, other toes, knees, fingers also will be affected, and joints are extensively painful, red hot, swollen, and very tender. And tophi, this is the thing which we can feel. See, these are the things, this is called as tophi. These are the uric acid crystals which deposits. This will be there in the joint also. That is why it will be swollen here. This is the tophi which we can see. So coming to the investigations, when we go for the radiological investigations, you can see that there will be radiolucent area around the joint which are tophaceous deposits. These are the uric acid deposits. Then, so when we go for the investigation, serum uric acid will be more than 6 milligrams per deciliter. ESR will be raised. Leukocytosis, that means WBCs are also be raised in the initial phases. And when we go for the synovial fluid test, and the tophi, whatever the tophi we have, we'll go for that. In that, there will be needle-shaped crystals. You can see there will be needle-shaped crystals which will be irritating the person. So whatever the treatment in the contemporary science, they have told about colchicine, indomethacin, and other NSAIDs. For long term, they are given allopurinol. You can see many people will be bringing to you with the allopurinol, probenecid, all these things, and protein-rich foods should be avoided. So by this, I have completed 3 major things which we usually see in the practice. If I have little more time, I can discuss with other arthritis also.
Yeah, another 7 minutes is left for this one, second session.
If we have any questions also, we can do. Or else, I thought I will be preparing some more slides. Then I thought it will be more. So along with this, I will be telling you some of the experience or some of the practically which we have seen. So we have seen the ankylosing spondylitis also, which is also a form of arthritis, which is seen in the spine. Where the spine, we have a spine, no, in between we have a space. If this spine will be fusing to each other, forming a bamboo stick appearance. Okay, this is called as ankylosing spondylitis. That is also a very disheartening problem. When the patient has, we can tell them they are looking like a god, in the sense they cannot move. They have to sit straight, walk straight, everything, because their spine is not allowing them to do. Here in this thing, investigation is HLA B27. That is what the investigations we have to do. And treatment, here also we can go for Amavata Chikitsa, Pravriddha Amavata Chikitsa, because our teachers used to consider this under Amavata only. And there is a very beautiful treatment in Udupi which we follow there. And that is Agni Chikitsa, that is also called as Alepa Chikitsa, where we have 5 wet drugs and 5 dry drugs. That paste has to be made, and with that, some of the drugs like Nirgundi, Vanatulasi, Papata, 2 types of Nirgundi, Agnimanta, then Lashuna, Haridra, Lavanga, Maricha, then I think Sarshapa. All these things has to be taken in small quantities, made into a paste, and that can be applied all over the body. If you have multiple joint pain, that also can be done. It is having a very good result, but you have to always be careful. That can be practiced only when the humidity of your place is more. Like when we were in Udupi or Mangalore, the Dakshin Kannada place, the humidity is more, where we can use all these therapy. But when we come down to the Bangalore or to Hassan, everywhere, there the humidity is very less, and this rainy season and cold season we have cold much. So when you apply the paste, first few minutes or few hours, when the paste dries, it will be very cold, and sometimes patient may also complains that it will be, I mean, the pain will be increased. That is why see how is the nature at your place, then you can prescribe these things. If you are having a good humidity, I think Haveri and all, you have a very good sunlight, or when humidity is more, you have that thing, you can practice this one very beautiful treatment which we used to practice in Udupi. And sometimes I used to practice here, but not to the full body, because we have a problem, like we don't have weather supporting us. So some joints locally we used to give that, put with the Eranda Patra and tie it like a Upanaha, can also be practiced. Then some of the other arthritis like psoriatic arthritis, where you can see the psoriasis along with the joint problem. So you have to follow the Kushta Chikitsa here. I think you people had a webinar, a very detailed webinar with, because of the Kushta, of 2 webinars. You know how to treat the Kushta patients. Along with that, once the Amata is reduced, then you can go for the Sandhi Chikitsa also. I mean, once the Kushta is come down, then you can also treat for the arthritis. All these are the some of the things which we see, but maximum we will get in our practice is Sandhigata Vata only. Wherever you put clinic, all over the world, wherever you put clinic, maximum 50 to 60% of the patients will be having degenerative joint disease only. Other than that, you can also see gouty arthritis also in some of the cases, and also in some of the cases you can see the Amavata, which we used to see maximum in Daksina Kannada, the Amavata cases. But coming to Bangalore, we have, I mean, compared to Udupi, it is little here. We have more of respiratory cases here, and joint cases are there, but it is always the sciatica prone cases are there more. And coming to this cervical spondylosis and lumbar spondylosis, this is also a degenerative joint disorders that I did not include in slides because it may take much of the time. I think it is less than 1 minute now. So in the sciatica cases, we can go for the Katibasti main treatment and Lashuna Rasayana. Lashuna Rasayana is one of the very beautiful treatment. After giving Lashuna Rasayana, some of my colleagues also got cured, and some of my patients after 6-7 years also they don't have a complaint of low backache. That can also be practiced. I
Hello?
think we get connected again.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, madam. Again, I think.
Okay, no problem. If we get connected again, I'll just discuss about Lashun Rasayana, and we will wind up.
Okay. If participants are having any queries, please put in chat box. At the end of the session, we will discuss those questions. Rejoining, just put your questions.